Hey everybody, welcome back to Golden Vault. I'm glad I'm not running it tonight because I still have this weird throat thing going on, so Garth is going to sound deep and sexy tonight. But yeah, I'll turn it over to Ravnock. You can do most of the talking tonight, sir. I hand it to you.
All right. Let's start off with just a review of last time. So last time, you guys had gotten across the river on the ferry. It was 11:30 by the time you guys got over there, so things were starting to get serious. Every time you felt that pulse of magic, it kept getting stronger and stronger. You guys are feeling a little unhinged. Your sanities are dropping as as more and more insane things keep happening. You keep feeling this anger and rage forming in you as the time goes on. You guys try to start booking it from there. Try to get as quick as possible towards following the Emerald Eyes carriage. But along the way, one of those pulses of magic took out one of your horses. And that meant that Agent BWL and Seldana hopped on the remaining horse and tried to book it to town as quick as possible. When they arrived, they saw quite a scene. There was cannibalism. There was a bunch of people eating a horse that had just died. There were children fighting and parents cheering them on. There were people just staring at you, angry. And you guys arrived just in time for it to be midnight. And when that happened, you felt a pulse of magic so powerful that it knocked you off of your horse. And everybody in town seemed to just go absolutely insane at that point. As the inn started to collapse inward and this black fog, sort of like insects and vines coming out of the inn, started to happen, Dolly came in, resplendent, huge, beautiful wings, picked up all five of you and carried you to the only safe place she knew and got you there just in time for the giant creature that had formed out of the fog and insects to reach Dolly and grab her by the leg just in time for her to throw you all into the Fey realms. And you can see Dolly being consumed and eaten by the vines and the fog. And you guys arrived into the Fey realms where you made a deal with a fairy to get your tickets.
Multiple deals.
We
made multiple deals.
Each person made their own deal to get a ticket to enter the Witchlight Carnival. And that kind of brings us to where we're at right now. The last thing that happened was you guys entered the front gate and you got to see a very tall, skinny man with like pale skin, and he's dressed like he's like a fancy clown, like he's a clown going out on the town. And he greets you guys as you walk in the door, being like, "Hello, welcome to the Witchlight Carnival. Oh my gosh, what are you guys doing here? Come on, everybody gather around. What's with this?" And he's staring at all five of you. He just like pinpoints you. Why? Who? What's with all this anger and sadness in my carnival? Ooh, why are you doing this? Why are you here?
Well, to be honest, I expected to be on the list, and then I wasn't, and I'm a little bummed about it.
As he's kind of yelling at you, there's a shorter man who's kind of rotund, comes up, and he's kind of dressed like he was a 19th century, a 19th century nobleman, and he's got like this pocket watch, and he says, now, Mr. Light, don't, calm down. He's like, Mr. Witch, they brought negative emotions into my carnival. I just can't have it. And Mr. Witch says, now, calm it on down. Calm it on down. Why don't you go on over here? And he kind of shoos the tall man off, and the tall man's just going away, and he's just like cussing and angry and stomping his feet. And the short, rotund man's like, I apologize for my associate. He's a little sensitive to others' emotions. I can tell you guys are you're not doing okay.
Well, we were brought here by a angelic Dolly. Don't know if you know who that is. Before everything got consumed, and she was also eaten by some odd dark thing. Everybody we love is dead. Do you have any alcohol?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty bummed about all that stuff too.
Oh, and I should say, I fucking love unicorns.
It's true. She likes them so much she made me paint one on her face.
Right after you mentioned Dolly, from behind you hear Dolly, and he turns around. Mr. Locke comes running and he's screaming and he's like running towards you like this, and he's like, "Did you say that Dolly died?"
Yeah.
What?
Well,
we can't.
An eldritch horror hatched and destroyed pretty much everything, and she definitely was consumed by darkness. So yeah, she's probably dead. We can't hear you.
He gets so high pitched that it doesn't pick up on the mic.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I like
amazing mime acting, though.
Yeah, I like to think that was canon. He was squeaking so loud that we couldn't hear him standing in front of him.
Dogs are whining.
He's hyperventilating, of course, and then he passes out onto the ground. And so the other guy, the larger guy, he's like, "My name is Mr. Witch. This is Mr. Light. We own the carnival. He loves Dolly. I love Dolly too, but I think we've got a solution to this. Y'all just come this way with me, please." And he kind of just picks up Mr. Light. He goes, "Oh yeah, we've got booze everywhere."
Then I'm following you.
I thought you asked if he had boobs, and I was like, I mean.
Also, yes, he is a very large man.
Tell where my head is.
So, Mr. Witch, he is taking you guys, and Mr. Light. He's got Mr. Light up on his shoulders. Mr. Light, like convulsing and sobbing throughout, in between passing out.
Hey, Mr. Light, I think that you might be the one bringing all these negative emotions now. Maybe you need to calm down. I imagine it's just kind of like one of these cyclical things. You get sad, makes you sadder. You should probably just take a deep breath.
And he
here.
It's you pieces of shit. You brought that to my carnival.
Actually, Dolly brought it to your carnival by bringing us. So blame Dolly. I'm sure her dead corpse will appreciate it.
Wow. Hey, maybe,
and he passes out again.
We tone it down just a bit. Here, you need another cigarette. You got
I need
like
two. Give me two.
Here, I give you 3. How's that sound? You got like a little edge to you. You doing all right?
No, and I'm gonna pop every one in my mouth and light them all at once.
Just chew it.
All right. Yeah. Just maybe just tone it down a little bit. We don't have to rub salt in the wound. This dude is obviously a little overly dramatic.
He's like, Mr. Witch is like, Mr. Light has a magical artifact that allows him to feel the emotions of everybody at the carnival. It's how he kind of keeps everybody in good spirits. It sometimes causes him to be like this, and Mr. Witch kind of adjusts himself a little bit. He's like, come on, follow me.
Considering the fact that most of the world outside of this place kind of just went, tits up, maybe he ought to get rid of that for just a bit.
Well, you'll just have to speak with him about that. Come, right. Follow me. And he kind of takes you to this like little building shaped like a mushroom. It's real cute. It almost looks like those from the Super Mario 3 where you did the little puzzle where it flew across
bonus
the screen,
level or whatever.
Yeah. And it looks almost just like that. It even kind of looks pixelated. It's cute. And so he takes you in the front door, and inside there's a little pixie, and she's like, "Hey there, what can I do for you?" And Mr. Watch says, I think these people need a place to sleep, and I think they'll feel a lot better, and we'll be able to help them out a lot if they can just get a place to sleep. Mr. Light as well, and he kind of just lays Mr. Light down, who's like convulsing on the floor.
That dude ain't all right.
Maybe he needs a cigarette.
I tried to give him one, and then he kind of freaked out, and I just took it back. He started screaming at me like some kind of demon.
Yeah, I mean, if this is what empathy looks like, I'm glad Bryce never showed any.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah,
So
I don't share my
pixie,
I don't share my cigs with dicks now. He's yelling at us. He needs to calm his ass down if he wants one of these.
the little pixie pulls out her book, and she's like, yeah, I've got just enough rooms for you guys. Let's see. What's your name?" And she points at Bathsheba.
Can't hear you, Kel.
I can't hear you, sis.
Bathsheba. Princess Bathsheba.
All right, so Bathsheba.
Princess Bathsheba.
Okay. If you just step right here to your left, you can enter this room. And so you remember going into just a tiny little mushroom. There's not really, it doesn't seem like there's other rooms, but a door appears next to you, and it's big enough for Bathsheba. Do you walk on in?
Yes.
All right. Inside, the place is exactly like you would want it to be. The bed is made of stone. The all around, there's like weapons all over the walls. There are books on with lots of pictures on fighting styles and things like that, and a big, soft, pink, cuddly teddy bear.
Aww.
Perfect room for Bathsheba.
Bathsheba squeals.
Thank you. And then that door just disappears. And she's like, "And you, what's your name?" And she points at BWL.
Agent BWL.
All right. Right this way, then, please. Into this room, and a door that is just perfect for you opens up. Go on inside.
It's like how the Kool-Aid Man is. It's like a door that's just shaped like me.
Yep. Okay. I can do that. Yeah.
But yeah, I'll like sashay what on in.
When you get inside, the place smells like fresh earth. The whole ground is soft, like very what's the word I'm looking for? Very healthy earth, ready to really good for growth. All around are different types of bushes, different plants, and different places for you to squat and hide. Not really a bed, though.
This makes me miss home.
No, it doesn't. You don't care about home.
Well, I don't feel any pain about it, but it's just like my old place.
And you. And she points towards Garth. What's your name?
Oh, Garth Stapleton Jr. You never heard of me?
Has anybody ever told you shouldn't tell everybody your full name here?
No, I ain't. Is there a reason
here's your room right over here to the right.
Wait, hold on. Why shouldn't I tell people my whole name?
Oh, I'm sure you'll find out. Right over here to your right. Just go on and go into this room.
All right. Hey, do you think it counts? You think it counts as a lie if I just say? Because see, there's a lot of people that might associate just the first parts of my name with my dad, and you think it might. If they misunderstand who I'm saying I am, does that constitute as a lie?
I honestly don't know what you're talking about. There's your room.
Oh, all right. Well,
get out.
Thank you, ma'am. He'll just tip his hat and walk through the door.
Your room is a country music star's dream.
Love it.
There are bottles of Pappy Van Winkle. There's bottles of Blanton's. There's bottles of well, of course you've got your old faithfuls, Jim Beam and
Sure.
Jack. What is that other one?
Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels. That Tennessee shit. Yeah.
It's got some makers. I gotta have some makers in there.
Okay, yeah, you got some makers in there too.
Yeah, all right.
So, and you got like you've got old
What
guitars
about that?
on the
What about that
wall.
kicking chicken wild turkey? Got some of that?
Yeah, anything that Garth wants, it's
All
up
right.
there. All of the walls are different guitars signed by different famous country music stars. There's gold records on the wall. Place is perfect for you. There's a big old soft, comfy bed in the shape of a heart.
I love it. I could get used
It
to
vibrates
this.
when you put a quarter in.
Oh my god, I love it.
Or it's the Austin Powers one where it like spins.
I'm sorry?
It's like Austin Powers where it spins.
Oh yeah, for sure. You got to put 50 cents in for that.
I look outside, it looks just like Nashville.
Oh yeah.
I'm home.
You open the window, it smells like Nashville too. All right, and then the pixie points at you, Nick. Oh, and what's your name?
Well, under the circumstances, you can call me Nick.
That's perfectly acceptable. Right this way, and a door appears, just the right size for you. It's kind of skinnier than the rest of the doors.
He trudges in. He's like glossy eyed, just trudges in.
It's nothing but books and liquor. And cigarettes.
In a bed, right?
There's books. Well, the bed is made of books. And the whole place is just books, liquor, cigarettes. Everywhere you go. Everything's made out of it.
He just immediately goes, well, let's say gin. He's like big on gin and vodka, so it's all clear liquors. And he's just immediately takes a shot.
All right. And that just brings us to you. And what's your name?
Is it my turn?
Yep.
I forgot I was last. I'm Saldana Warner.
Perfect. All right. And right this way. And when you go inside of your room, it's a ranger's like paradise. Inside you've got all kinds of books on tracking, survival skills. You've got all kinds of like tools and things like that you would use. You've got lots of weapons and stuff, and a big old comfy bed.
Yeah, I imagine there's one of those like salmon bar things like from Arrow.
Yeah.
and one photo of probably like a poster of like looks very similar to Bryce Warner going, "You're doing a great job." Because if this was Saldana's like ideal place, that would be on the wall. Like, "You're doing a great job. Proud of you."
I love Bryce Warner. That's fantastic. All right. So you guys have been put all into your rooms. When you went into the rooms, it's a little upsetting and disconcerting, but the doors also disappeared inside the rooms as well. So your rooms have no doors once you're inside. I'm going to give you guys a long rest here.
Oh, that's awesome.
Amazing.
That is great.
So go ahead and do a quick long rest. Give me 2 seconds, and I will be right back.
Here's a question.
Sanity back?
No, sanity does not restore on long rest.
Okay. Does
Where?
anyone...
How do we do long rest in alchemy?
Yeah, I was going to ask, is there a...
You don't yet.
You just kind of do it manually? Okay.
Yeah, I do it manually. And...
Just click your spell slots off and take your HP back up.
Yep.
Okay. I don't even think I used any of my spell slots. I just used cantrips.
I'd only use... No, I had used a lot, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I guess there's no button to do it yet, but... I'm going to long rest in D&D Beyond, though, just to keep things...
Yeah, I did that. That's basically what I did.
Yeah.
And then just made sure everything matched.
I think we're good. I'm still doing pretty good on my sanity. I can't imagine Nick is doing good, though.
No, actually, he's at 31 because he had like 39 as a starting point.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He's only it only makes him more aware of the horrors at every moment, though.
I think Saldana's probably doing the worst right now.
Oh, really?
But don't worry, you guys will all catch up.
Yeah, I actually had a pretty low sanity to begin with. I mean, considering who my adoptive father is.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not a very sane person.
For transparency, my thing is showing I can only go up to 20 on my health points, but I can go up to 23 as my character. So I'm not totally sure why I can't get it to go up 3 more.
Oh, well, was there one that reduced your thing? Did we override it last time? Because I know that was one of the things I thought.
I don't know. I know on D&D Beyond, I just hit long rest to double check, and it's still at 23.
23, okay.
My character actually had it because part of my sorcerer thing is I got like a little like boost to 8 because my constitution's a little higher than you may expect for this character. Okay. So the max is 23 on it. I just don't know why it doesn't want
to. Click on your character real quick in the middle to bring up like your big portrait. Then up in the top left, you can click edit. You see that?
Yep.
Then go to trackers, and then you can adjust. You see where it says HP? There's another little edit symbol.
Yes.
Click that, and then you can change your maximum right there. Just put it back to 23.
Oh, there we are. Thank you.
All right.
I have played around with alchemy so much.
Good. Someone needs to.
So when you guys wake up, each of you kind of waking up slowly, like.
Does our conditions, do our conditions from our last sanity check still remain? Oh,
sorry. Yes, those are gone. Those are gone. Okay. Yep, those are gone for now.
For now.
For now. So you guys are starting to wake up after you had a really great rest. You're feeling a lot better. You know, everything's just going. Everything's. You're just feeling a lot better, and you're ready to keep going and try to figure out how you can save Dolly. But when you guys wake up, you're not in your rooms anymore. You guys find yourself waking up, lying on the ground in the middle of the carnival, while people are just like kind of walking around you, eating cotton candy and tea, and like they're blowing they're like flame eaters and things like that right around you, and clowns are juggling firing torches and stuff like that, and you guys are all 5 just kind of laying in a circle on the ground.
All right, look. Amazing. I know I hit the liquor.
That liquor was good.
Hard.
Now it's gone.
Yeah, who dragged me out here? Hey, Nick, is you, wasn't it?
No, man. I was pretty drunk. I don't even think I could have carried myself.
Oh, I don't remember much. What are we doing out here?
Are we in the general vicinity of, like, if we look around where the mushroom was?
No, you guys do not see the mushroom.
No, I mean, like, yes, we don't see the mushroom, but are we in the place where the mushroom would have been?
Like, did it disappear and leave us?
Geographically.
No, the mushroom did not disappear and leave you. You were just in a different place in the carnival.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Weird. All right, even weirder than what I thought it was.
Well,
about that time that you guys are starting to wake up and kind of get your bearings, and you're like looking around, like, why are we here? Mr. Lot and Mr. Witch come walking up. God. Mr. Lot seems like he's doing much better today. He's like, "Hello! I'm so sorry about yesterday. Sometimes when strong emotions come through here, I just lose myself, you know. And then when I heard about Dolly, that's just a lot. How do you guys know Dolly?
She was our employer.
You worked for the Golden Vault?
Yeah.
Well, we did.
I don't think it's around. I don't think any of us work for anybody anymore.
What happened? Our last mission was to recover a stolen Murlark egg, an Merkmile egg, a Eldritch beast, and unfortunately, we didn't get it back in time.
Well, now let's not take all the
no.
blame. Remember, we were just the backup team. If those first fuckers had done their job, we wouldn't have had to even try. So
No,
I've
really,
heard her talking about that
Listen,
Zarthus. He's just
I-
useless, ain't he?
I don't know. I never met the man.
I don't think that was called for you to be mean to me. I have been nice to you this whole time.
Wait, who you talking? Talking to me?
Yeah.
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about those other ones they sent into the thing. You know, I don't know what. I don't know. My head
Oh,
hurts.
the museum team.
Yeah.
I thought you were blaming BWL and I for not getting into the place at time.
No. I'm blaming
Very
that other
cross with
team that
you.
let them get there in the first place. I'm sorry. When I get a
Um,
little hungover, I don't really use my words right.
For about half a second, I thought you were being Pidby. Meant to be mad. I was like, I wonder what Pidby being mad's like. That's interesting.
Oh my god, hang on.
It's still an inspirational quote, but
Hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on. Give me 2 seconds.
I have missed Pidby's inspirational quotes, I will say.
Anger is nothing more than an outward expression of hurt, fear, and frustration.
Thank you, Pibby. That's what Mr. Lot's like. Thank you. Oh my gosh, she's always coming through. Just these nice little pearls of wisdom.
Pidby says that as they're getting like consumed by the darkness.
Well, Mr. Lot's like, well, that sounds crazy. Is that what that's all about? And he points over at the portal where, like, the portal to the area, there's all these like vines and stuff like that reaching in, and you can see like the black mist coming into the to the Fey realms, and like everything outside's dying and rotting. He's like, is that what that is?
Yep, as far as we can tell.
Oh shit!
We travel.
I went to say something sarcastic and realized I just fucking couldn't. I guess because it was a lie. Oh, this is gonna suck.
So, should we be concerned that it's like coming through the portal?
Oh no! It can't come through here. You see how hard it's trying? Y'all's been here asleep for like 12 hours.
Yeah, but I mean, I see how hard it's trying, but it also looks like it's making a little bit of headway there. You're not worried about this at all.
Do I know you?
I probably.
He's pointing at you, Garth. He's pointing at you, Garth.
Maybe. My name's Garth.
Give me a history check.
Ooh, a history check. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. No. I rolled a 1 with a 0 modifier. Damn, I rolled a Zarthus.
Well, I feel like I do know you, but I can't put my finger on it. I don't know.
I just got one of them faces.
I've been thinking about what we need to do, and you know that time doesn't really work the same way here, right? Well, if you don't, I'm telling you, time doesn't really work the same way here.
So, if we sleep for 12 hours in here, how long was it out there?
Oh, Lord, I don't know. We got to find some. I know someone who does, though, and someone who understands all this stuff. I'm just like, I'm the gay guy that's running around here making everybody happy. I'm not dealing with time.
You know, I wondered if you would. Never mind.
Would you like to trade jobs with me?
Hey,
we're all unemployed now, so.
Yeah, hey, Nick, I hate to be the one to tell you this. I don't think you really. I don't know if this job's for you. The whole overzealous, kind of. I don't know. I think your talent's probably best spent somewhere else.
Yeah.
Don't you hold his dreams down.
I'm not trying. I'm just trying to be a good friend.
Look,
I don't
if
want to set
I
him
had
up for
as
failure.
many uppers as this man did in the form of magical artifacts, I too would be this flamboyant.
That's a good point.
Come on. I know who we need to talk to. And he kind of like stands up and he's like marching. He's got like this little pinwheel thing with a butterfly on the top. And he's like, come on, follow me.
Oh, Lord.
All right.
And that's how he's walking away. And he turns around, and if you're not walking the same way, he gets mad at you.
I'm
He's
not
like,
walking the same way.
You gotta walk with me. Walk like this.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do that.
So I'm going to transform into like a inflating floating tube.
Wacky
man.
inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Yes. And I'm just kind of like scooting along with him.
Okay. I love this. What is this? You can see his little the little butterfly he's got starts spinning really, really fast when he sees it. He's like, that. So he starts like walking you over this way. And he comes upon a kind of a little alley that kind of leads out the side of the carnival. And as you start walking down this alley, everything starts to get dark. The sky suddenly darkens. The trees and mushrooms around stop glowing. They start looking like they're rotting. They start looking disgusting and like dripping with rot, and they're like just becomes a black sludge on the ground.
Gross.
But Mr. Light doesn't seem at all bothered by it. He's continuing marching along, and he gets to like a little hut built into the side of a tree in this incredibly dark area. He's flicked his fingers and started a light cantrip, so you can see everything going on. And he comes up and he knocks on the door. Hello! And out comes a gruff-looking little satyr. And he walks out and he goes, "Yeah, what do you want?" Well, that ain't no reason. That ain't no way to be greeting no friends now. Here's my friends. These are my friends here, and we are needing to go back just a few hours in time. Can you help them out?
Whoa! You can go back in time?
Well, like I was saying, the time don't really work the same here, and I don't quite understand how it works. But he's been studying it his entire life, which is like 4,000 years. So surely he knows what to do, and he can maybe help you out. So, you should talk with him.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. What was it again?
Danny DeVito.
He's like, I don't share my name.
All right. No,
what can
no
we
need-
call you then?
Dude.
Dude.
The dude?
No, just dude.
All right, dude. Do you
Listen,
have any
how far do
ability
you need
help
to go
us?
back in time? And which plane were you coming from?
Mm-hmm. Anybody know what plane that was? That's just,
For
I
real?
don't know.
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate?
Baron?
Oh, was that?
Oh, you're coming from Baldur's Gate? Okay, so that's
Wait, were we in Baldur's Gate?
yeah.
I'm
That's
real
cool.
hungover.
Real. And how many hours do you need to go back? Just a guess. You don't. It's more of a guess.
12 to 24.
Yeah, I'd like to go back like 24 and just never take this job in the first place.
So, do we need to worry about bumping into our past selves?
Oh yeah, for sure. You don't want to fuck with your past self.
Well, I don't want to fuck with them, but what if we like got together and did like a duo? I mean, I could be the first person in history
That sounds like fucking with them.
No, you know what I mean? I could be the first person in history that like recorded a single with myself.
You can record it and play it back while you're singing.
That
and
ain't
it
the
works
same. That ain't the same though. I mean, that's a gimmick. This is like
Nikolai is gonna like smack like Garth's
Ow.
shoulder to get him to shut the fuck up.
just saying.
Yeah, because the satyrs over here trying to do a bunch of like complex math while you're sitting here talking about like I'm gonna record me a new single.
I would say probably at least an hour, because I think by the time we want to maybe head them off at the pass and end up right at the inn right when they get there, and maybe get them there.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
a ferry.
Hey,
That's what I
yeah.
was
Or maybe at the
ferry.
ferry?
Is there any way that we could like pop in as soon as they cross the ferry and we're already
So
there?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But
it's not
can
that
we?
exact. I may send you back too far. I may send you not far enough. So we need to try to like err on the side of too far.
Haven't you been doing this for 4,000 years? You still can't
Well-
get it any more accurate than that.
There's no He's gonna.
Do you want to
Nikolai's
do
gonna
this at
smack him
all?
again. Yes, sir. I'm sorry. There's something wrong with him. Please forgive
I'm
him.
hungover. I'm sorry. I had a busy night.
I can tell
Well-
there's something wrong with him.
Yeah, my bad. My bad. I
Well,
didn't
we
mean
don't
no
know-
offense.
We don't know the location of the people who stole the egg prior to 24 hours, so there's no point in going back more than that.
Can we be pinpointed where we want to be taking to, regardless of the time?
No,
say we
you're
can
just going to leave the
travel
fairy
real
realm. Like it doesn't really work. Like you don't change in space. It's just time.
All right. Well, how far away were we from that town? Does anybody actually know? Because it got a little hectic out there.
It
So we
only
need-
took us how many hours to get there?
Well, I mean, from the town to here, Dolly was flying us, so we'll need a little bit more time. But we need to
Well-
buffer that time in, the travel time, because we want to cut them off, right?
2 hours.
So yeah, where we got brought into the Fey realm here was like before the ferry crossing. So if we're going to be back there,
I can show it to you.
we'll need to
Yeah.
Yeah.
plan to get back to the ferry and maybe across again.
We don't want to run into
Oh.
our old selves, so it'd probably be best to try and take these guys out before we cross the river.
Don't
Or
forget
like
to
catch
sing.
them all right on the other side as they come across before we get to the ferry.
So here is where Dolly picked you up, and she carried you over here. This is the
Okay, so
entrance.
we're right.
This right here is the entrance.
So we're right near where the ferry is. Where we're
Located. Yeah.
Yeah, so we want to try to go back far enough to where they wouldn't have got across the ferry yet. So we
Well,
want to go back.
we were waylaid in that town for a little while, so that gives us a gap between when they leave that town versus before they get to the ferry. So that may be the ideal time to like try to nab them.
Yeah, so I think you're right. We err on the side of caution because we can always hold up and wait for a little bit. We want to go back far enough to where we can just pop up, like probably next to the ferry or there on the road, and just get them as they come.
Okay, I think I can do this.
I don't know how
And
long
so he
ago that
kinda-
was, though.
He kind of turns around and he grabs up a sending stone and he's like, "Hey, yeah, yeah, they're wanting to go back probably about 18 hours.
Like, oh,
Yeah, yeah. They said they're working for Dolly. Oh, okay. And about that time, right next to you, this beautiful woman. She's like really tall, gorgeous black hair. She just kind of pops out of nowhere. And she's like, "Hello, I'm Lady Zabilna.
ma'am,
It's a pleasure to meet you."
it's nice to
And so
meet you. I'll take her
Holds
hand
out
and
her
just
hand.
do that thing where you give her a kiss on the back of the hand. On the hand.
Oh, such a gentleman, such a gentleman.
Saldana's face is red.
I was raised up proper.
inflatable
I want a
tin
history
can,
check
so-
from all of you.
Come on, I can do better this time. No, I
Can you
can't.
though?
3.
Where is my history? There you are. There she blows. Ooh, 18,
Okay.
not bad.
Okay. Sildana and Bathsheba and Nick, all three of you know that Lady Zabilna is Tasha. So Tasha has decided to, you guys are aware that Tasha has decided to move to the Fey Realms to try to revamp her dark image. And so this is one of the most powerful people in the entire multiverse standing in front of you. And
I'm
she
gonna
says-
hide behind Garth.
Garth has no
Yeah.
idea, and he's just he's still flirty.
She's like, "So you guys knew Dolly?"
Yeah, did
Mm.
you?
Me and Dolly, we go way back. And she kind of just stops and stares.
Yeah, me and Dolly go way back too. She was kind of like a godmother to me when I was Oh, sorry.
Okay, now you can go ahead.
Nah, that's it. I'm good.
She says, I'll tell you what, since you're working for Dolly, usually we'd charge a lot for this kind of service. But since you're working for Dolly, I think we can cut some corners. She leans over and she says, dude, take them to section 03 Alpha to portal number 43 and have them walk through it as a red raven flies over top of it. And then she just disappears again. And dude's like, all right, you heard the woman, follow me. And so he kind of just starts taking you guys out into the forest. This probably takes about 3 or 4 hours. What do you guys do during this time? Are you all chit-chatting?
I'll play us a nice little ditty as we walk along. Just some nice, slow country, walking music.
Yeah.
All right. So after a few hours of travel, you finally arrive at the portal. And he says, all right, we got to wait here for the Red Raven. Oh, there it is. Oh, well, we got here just in time. The building always knows what's going on. Get through, quick, quick.
Okay.
Run.
Ladies first.
No, quick. Go.
Nikolai's not even gonna. He's gonna go ahead and go.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
okay. He's okay being classified as a lady.
And when you guys exit, you come back. Oh, I've got to sync. You guys come back out here.
Whoa.
Right at the exit. And it's the middle of the day. Everything's beautiful. There's no death, no destruction. Everything looks beautiful like it did earlier.
I'll tell you what. I do not recommend doing that hungover. Because
as soon as
damn.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm good. As
soon as you walk out, you hear that same bell that you had heard earlier chiming the time. Ding, 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 and it does it 6 times. I'm not going to do that 6 times, but
you were only 2 away. You were already over halfway there.
But halfway through, it feels like it's going too long, and I just got to stop it. But it dings 6 times, so it's letting you know it's 6 p.m.
Hey, anybody know what time we came through here before?
It was pretty late. I think
10.
we only had like an hour or two, really, by the time we even got here.
So if it's 6, those fuckers in the museum are still over there doing their stupid shit.
Hey, does that mean we have time to save the people at the tavern before they go crazy?
We could, maybe.
What if we?
I mean, they're going to have to pass there anyway. We could maybe use that as a holdout.
I have an idea. What if we kidnap that lady before the other team gets to her?
You talking about the lady with the egg?
Yeah.
Like,
we have time to get there?
Mm-hmm.
As soon as she gets the egg, we get her before the other team gets her, because we were there watching that happen.
We were right. We saw because there was that one dude, right? I don't remember who told us, who's watching out back, gave her the egg, and then they went in for a drink. Yeah, we probably could, if we could get back there in time. We got, let's see, they wrapped up around 8? 10. Sorry, 10. I don't got the best memory. You think we could get back in 4 hours?
Yeah, I mean, we're right near it, right? We got, each
hex is about 10 minutes.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70.
We could go
minutes. Perhaps we should talk to Dolly? Don't we have a sending stone?
Yeah. Garth, I think you have the sending stone that connects to Dolly.
Yeah.
Maybe she would tell us what to do?
Give her a heads up about what happens if we fuck up again?
Yeah, I mean, I know that's like timey-wimey and whatnot, but
Well, he didn't. The dude mention anything about telling people in the past about the future? We didn't ask enough questions, I don't think.
Does that
Probably
cause
not.
us to explode if we contact Dolly when we're out of time?
I don't know.
Well,
Shit.
the only thing he said was that we asked about was to not come in contact with ourselves.
Well, see,
So,
that's the question, though. Okay, now that you say that, if we do try to go all the way back to town, we were staking those people out. Odds are one of us would see ourselves.
Unless we
Exactly.
disguised ourselves.
Hmm.
And we could maybe even blend in with the what time will we
then,
get there? If we
say-
had what 70
say-
minutes before we can get to the city? It's 6
Yeah,
now. That
something
means
like
the gala goes until 8, right?
But say we do intercept and kidnap this lady. Not, we're not kidnapping her, but to our past selves, it looked like we's kidnapping her. Then our past selves, being the A-team heroic people we is, would move in and engage in combat with our present selves, therefore causing a time-bendy kind of fuck-up, and then the whole world implodes. We're all right back to where we started.
We could also wait. We could also catch the cart
Carriage.
right after the carriage right after they get out of the city instead of waiting all the way up here.
I think that might be the best plan. I don't like the idea of letting them get the egg, but I think there's just too many whoopsie daisies if we try to head back into town and
We
stop
might-
it beforehand.
I mean, as long
We
as
have
we're
some
traveling
time.
down the road, we'll hit them on the way up, right? We
Right.
won't miss them.
I think maybe because we were kind of close to behind them at that point, maybe we need to trick the carriage to go a different way, so our past selves still think we're on that road. They're on that road, but they went a different way, and we can catch them there, so we don't run the risk of running into ourselves as well.
Well, now here's the other thing. All right, here's the other thing, and I don't classify myself as like the most book learning dude, right?
I might not be a smart man.
I might not be a smart man, but if we divert this and we end up stopping them, then our past selves never actually make it to the town we made it to. And the only reason our past selves went into the Fey realm in the first place is because Dolly took us there. If Dolly don't have to save us, won't take us there, then we got no reason to go there. We got no reason to go back in time. What happens to the past selves of ourselves in this timeline then?
I think you might be giving yourself a headache.
I already had a headache.
Garth, do you want to exist in a world where you can give no concerts?
I don't, but I'm just trying not to implode said world. Look, you already know how I feel about this. I'd love to meet my old self, but dude said it's just a bad idea. And I'm just trying to think, if my old self doesn't stay on the same path to where he ends up in the Fey realm, then is there just going to be two of us out there? And if that's the case, then fuck it. We're recording an album.
Well, realistically, I think we would be the ones to disappear because we would be the paradox creatures in this
I don't
timeline
want
at
to
that point.
fucking disappear.
Exactly.
I don't want to disappear.
It wouldn't have
Do you
happened,
want to
and
not
therefore
disappear
we
so
wouldn't
hard
exist.
you'll damn the world?
Oh man, this is giving me a... Look, I already had a headache, but I mean, I don't want to disappear. No, I'm just getting my career off the ground. Things are going good. I don't want to just
Still
cease
be
existing.
here, just not this version of you.
But this is the version of me I am.
Yeah.
Was that was
about this- right then, out of the portal burst Mr. Light. Hello!
Oh,
Welcome
God.
Oh, it's you guys.
Shh. I gotta
Oh, it's you
keep
guys.
it down.
What are y'all still doing here?
Trying to figure out what we're
Hey,
doing.
are we gonna die if we stop us from coming here in the first place?
Well, it don't really work like that. No. The Fey realm, it's just time don't really work the same. It's not like world ending blood. Just don't run into yourself.
Is that world ending blood?
Oh yeah, that's world ending blood. Don't do that.
All right.
Don't even risk it. Oh my lord, don't even like be in the same place as it. No, Lord no.
But like, I'm not gonna ask because I feel like I've thought about this too much. We just gotta get this done. So I think the best thing's not to head all the way back to town, but to get them. Definitely, Nick, like you said, it's okay if I call you Nick, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I figured I should have asked, but We need to get them before they get to that town. You know, when they turned
What if
everybody
we
into
met 'em
cannibals. And...
across? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's it. That's what I was going to say. What was you just going to say?
I was gonna say, what if we met them on the other side of where the ferry was? Because we got split up for like a good minute, you know.
Yeah.
Definitely long enough for us to, you know.
Well, by then they'll have already killed everybody in that town we stopped
No.
in.
Well, I don't mean to like intrude here, but where did the shit go down at?
What do you mean, like, we're at the world
Town-
end?
A
Yeah,
town
where'd
up
that
ahead.
happen at?
Little town on the other side of this river.
That sounds like where you should probably go to me, but
Well,
who the
why
fuck am
would...
I? Ah!
You
And
know,
he
hold
walks
on,
back into the
wait.
portal.
All right, fuck that dude.
If we wait just on the other side of the river, they won't have had time to get to that town yet because we will have gotten them right at the other side of the river.
Yeah, but to Nick's
Exactly.
point, we just damn that whole place, turn it into cannibals. Why would we leave
No,
them if we...
We wouldn't because they wouldn't get to the town yet. They
That
wouldn't-
town was on this side of the river, I thought.
Yeah,
Well,
it was the
that
first thing we hit before the ferry.
also-
Oh no, we didn't hit a town. We hit
A little
bunch of
outpost.
bandits.
Yeah, like a little
Yeah.
encampment.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, but
Oh,
weren't
yeah, I
they
don't
banned?
remember.
Weren't they all crazed out because the thing went through? They all went mad, right? It wasn't just that they was like bad people. They might have been bad people, but they
well,
like went crazy.
Our people are gonna save whoever they need to save anyway. So
When you say our people, you mean us.
us, yeah.
All right. Well, you know, that's a good point too. They're gonna save them. So if we just leave that alone, that should play out the same way.
Yeah.
Why don't we
Yeah, we
just
probably shouldn't actually change anything that has already happened that we know of in the past.
except for, you
And
know, the
maybe
end of the
just-
world.
Well, yeah, but I meant like before that. You know, any of the fights and the events that have already like happened that are
In which case, it
canon.
probably is safest if we are only concerned about changing just the last end. It's just to wait for them in that town and then just take out the carriage because you know we have a place to hide or we didn't see ourselves there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You could even like evacuate the town or whatever.
Yeah, or
before
just
they
tell
get
them,
here.
hey, something bad's coming, so that you know they're not. It's an empty town when we get there. When the carriage comes.
That ain't a bad idea.
So I think
Plus
we're
it-
in agreement.
Yeah, because that also minimizes the risk of us catching up with us.
There's
So-
only 2 people, and it hit right. They just barely got into town by the time it struck midnight.
As you guys are discussing here, you feel a very small in your chest, and everybody needs to do the wisdom saving throw. It's very light. This one.
Weird.
20, 30.
Noise.
Oh no,
Not noise.
Saldana.
All right, so everybody felt the little thump in their chest, but Nick and Saldana, both of you guys, feel this little wave of anger. Like you kind of just like are just a wave of anger that doesn't quite make any sense. It doesn't really make any sense to you. But here, it's just you're suddenly angry. And both of you lose 2 points of sanity. And Nick, harsh whispers of an unknown language assault your consciousness. You gain vulnerability to psychic damage and can't maintain concentration on any spells.
Oh, you had that one before, didn't you?
Many
And
times.
Saldana, you, a shimmery film covers you and starts dripping off of you. Your charisma modifier is reduced by 1, but your AC is increased by 2.
Cool.
Gotta ask you, Crow, are you capable of making a high wisdom saving throw? I think you failed all of them, haven't you?
No, he's smart, but he is not wise.
Oh my god.
He
Ooh.
would be the kind of person who knows exactly how much botulism is probably going to be in that old jar in the fridge, and he's going to eat it anyway.
Love it. Oh my god.
Saldana,
Mhm.
you are the first to go below 20 sanity.
Yep.
You get a minor You're going to get a minor insanity here.
Cool.
What that means is something RP related. It's not going to affect you in combat, but it's going to change the way you're RPing.
Okay.
What do you think we should do? This is how we're going to do it. We're going to discuss it, and that's what it's going to be. What would you like? What do you think would be fun?
I think that Saldana, with all the stuff that's happening, all the bad stuff that she saw before she went into the portal, all the darkness, I think she starts maybe seeing like some of the bad, like starts seeing like sort of visions, but it looks like almost like an Oasis sort of style vision of like bad things that have happened to her. She sees her parents being murdered. She sees the villains, Bryce Warner's villains.
Right, and as you're walking around, you see the landscape as it was when it was being destroyed and eaten by the evil and stuff like that. Cool. Okay, I like that.
It's almost like you're under some kind of fear toxin.
Yeah, by what did I call him? Bag face?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, awesome. Okay.
Yeah. I think that's what she it's not like every time, but she is like anytime it's like maybe quiet or she's a little stressed out in a situation, she's gonna like, well, probably no more short rests for her.
All right. Okay. So Mr. Light pops back out. Hello. Welcome. Oh my God, why are you all still here?
Why are you keep coming and going?
Stop it, candy cane bitch, is what Nikolai's gonna yell at him.
I told you that time don't mean the same in here, and I've just been out here trying to welcome guests. What are y'all still doing standing here? You got shit to do. Get out of here.
Go away.
Nikolai's gonna just start walking off, and he's gonna like flip him the bird over the top of his head.
Dolly, you need to help them. I love you. You're fantastic. We need to get together soon. Call me. And he pops back in the portal.
Love.
All right. Dolly calls you. Dolly's calling up on the sending stone. She's like, hey y'all. My friend Mr. Light said y'all need help. What's going on?
I'm not gonna respond. I'm gonna hold it around, like just kind of away from me. So how's this work? Does she know which one she's sending it to, or are we all gonna be able to hear this? Like, is the other me hearing this too?
That's a question I hadn't thought about.
I'm gonna put the sending stone back, and I'm not gonna respond.
Yeah, we're just gonna hang up on her. We're not even gonna take the call.
You just hear down there.
Come in, man.
I ain't gonna risk that.
All right, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Get to that little town across the river.
Let's do it.
All right.
It's gonna be a lot harder without any horses, though.
It's all right. So, walking, it's still gonna be. I don't need to change the time. It's not really all important.
We've got plenty of time, though. I think.
Yeah, you got plenty of time. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna track it too hard. But where would you guys like to go?
Are we just gonna try to make for the ferry and cross?
You can go up here to the ferry. You can try to visit this place, or you can go back down. Well, you probably shouldn't, but you can. You're allowed.
No, I think we're heading for that last town, isn't that what we decided?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what we all said.
Unless we think there's something at the watch. I'm going to call it a watchtower. I don't know for sure what it is. Unless we think there's something there that will help us.
So essentially what's going to go on at I'll just kind of tell you what's going to go on at the places you visited before is you're going to kind of get to see what they were like before the egg ruined them. If you'd like that.
I don't know.
Well, I think we can just check out the village then. If it's not going to give us like an advantage on like the carriage coming up or something.
Okay. So in that case, what I'll do is I'll just move you all straight to the village. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool.
Sure.
Because it's pretty uneventful. It's the middle of the day. It's a really nice day. If you guys didn't see the world literally end earlier, you wouldn't think that there's anything weird about this day. This day is absolutely gorgeous. The sky's clear. The birds are chirping and singing. Everything is absolutely beautiful out.
While we're walking, I dig into the gold clutch purse that I had from Dolly, and I pass this item to Saldana.
Oh,
Which one?
thank you.
And I'll let her read it off.
It is lipstick. I just lost it. Is it in
Your
Discord, right?
messages. Yeah.
The hot pink lipstick.
Yeah, hot pink lipstick. Apply to look stunning for 8 hours. You gain +1 to charisma. Unlimited uses. Amazing. Yeah, she unfortunately what it's gonna look like is she's a little shaky. So a little bit of the lipstick is gonna like get onto her
You look like Buffalo Bill.
Just a little bit on each side, yeah.
Yes, yeah. Okay. I love that. All right, so I'm gonna have you guys. Ooh.
Because now I'm back to -1 up until this wears off again. I was already
It can be used as many times as you need.
great.
So you guys arrive at Silver Creek, which is the name of the little town that you were at earlier. Saldana, you and BWL, you guys are very uncomfortable here. But all those people you saw earlier growling at you, literally eating each other and eating a horse, they're all kind of just doing normal things. They're out carrying bread. They're like singing songs like Beauty and the Beast and stuff like that. And like,
Bonjour.
Thinking about how weird Belle is.
Yeah. The whole town's rehearsing how weird Belle is.
Who's this lady they all keep talking about? Why is she so damn popular?
But you see the kids are all playing and stuff like that, and this place is eerie in how normal it is. At the end of the town, you guys also see the inn that you had been trying to attempting to go to earlier. There's a ton of people around. You can try to talk to people, try to investigate, or you can head towards the inn. There's also a little shop here. There's also a butcher, and there's also a blacksmith.
Butcher, baker, candlestick maker.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Saldana is very quiet and a little flinchy because she still sees like flashes of these people being crazy. So she's like really on edge and is probably very quiet right now.
I wonder, Garth, do you think we could, if we run in here and try to tell everybody the end of the world's coming, they're not going to fucking listen. People are stupid. But if someone were to say to put on a charity concert next field over at the right time.
That ain't such a bad idea. That ain't such a bad idea at all. We get them out of the town. We tell them.
I hate your old ideas. I'm out here trying to make a bunch of other maps, like emergency maps.
Well, we just gotta get. We just gotta get them out of town. We don't have to meet them there. We can stay here, and they'll just be wondering where the hell you're at. But
see, that's much better than my idea. I was just going to be like, let's burn all the places down so everybody leaves.
God.
All right, now hold on.
Maybe if you Garth,
murder them.
There ain't no bad ideas, BWL, except that one. All right?
Just floating ideas, You
could maybe even say that you were having a guest appearance by a certain senior.
Well,
or Dolly.
Hold on. Let me just try this. I heard my daddy was going to come visit us. Okay, good, I can lie. So we could do that. I could also pull the Dolly string too. We actually might be able to pull that off. She likes to pop in and out of places. Let's see.
There might be more than one of them.
Over here.
I mean, we know she's probably going to show up in a couple hours, so we could,
That is a thing she does.
Yep. And we know that she shows up around midnight.
Which she was in Lexington today.
Was she really?
Yeah.
Yeah, at some library.
She was opening another thing of Imagination Library. She expanded it like across the entire state.
Oh, look at that.
I love her.
love
So
Dolly.
if we want to do this, we can like I know I have like 10 pieces of parchment, ink pens. Like we can totally write like messages and hang them up around town, give them out, yada yada yada.
Yeah, I like
Surprise
this.
charity concert between Garth Senior and Dolly Parton at midnight in the other field.
Maybe,
Featuring Junior.
maybe I hate to do this. I really do, because I'm trying not to associate so much. But maybe if we just put on the flyer Garth Stapleton, we leave off Junior, Senior, people will assume, and that might draw out some people.
We can make the junior like teeny tiny that you'd have to
Teeny-tiny.
see it with a magnifying glass or something.
Well, we're
Yeah.
not actually going to be there, so they don't need to know which.
We just gotta get
Oh,
on the hell
actually,
out of the.
No, wait. You wait. That's a great idea. You put Senior on that, because I don't want my name associated with someone that stood up a charity event. This is a good idea. You put Senior in big old bold letters. That way, when they show up later and they're like, "What the fuck?" they know who to blame. And then
Garth,
maybe after the world gets saved, I can go in and say, "Sorry about my dad. Here you." I love this.
He sucks.
Yes. He sucks. Here we go.
Garth, roll me a history roll.
God, you know I suck at these.
I know.
Stop asking for them. All right, let's see. History.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot where H is in the alphabet. There we go. 15! That's a higher number than 3.
You remember where you recognize Mr. Lott from, and you are transported back to where you were a little kid, and you're walking down the hallway. You're knocking on the door. Daddy?
Hey,
And you
Daddy.
hear from inside, Garth, you're doing that to... Oh, don't do that, Garth. Your son's here.
Hey, Daddy. Is that Miss Dolly?
You get on out of here, Garth. Leave us alone. Dolly, you get on in here.
Oh, I'm sorry, Daddy. Are you having a party?
Get on out of here, boy.
Boy.
Okay. Hey, you were supposed to teach me that new chord on the guitar.
I'll teach you later. I'm busy right now.
Oh, okay. I'll just go practice by myself, okay?
And then you're brought back to the present.
Oh, shit.
Poor Garth.
That's where you recognize him from.
Why'd I have to remember that? Yeah, you know what? I want Garth Stapleton Sr. on there like 3 fucking times. Right? Like, boom, boom, boom. Make sure they know. We'll say it's out in this field a little ways outside of town. What time should we start at? 11? I mean, we want to start it late enough to where people won't leave and head back before midnight. So we don't want to say it's like at 8 or nothing.
We gotta say it starts at midnight to make sure as many people are out.
But
Doors open at 11.
Yeah, doors open at 11. Show starts at midnight. I like that. I like that. Let's do that.
There's a man starting to walk over towards you. He's pretty skinny. His clothes look like they're supposed to be fancy, but they're kind of like worn and moth-eaten. And he comes up to you and he says, "Oh, well, now, welcome to my fine town. How are y'all doing today?"
Howdy.
I couldn't help but overhearing you're planning a concert out here in my fine town.
Well,
do you have the proper authority to do so?
Oh, you know what? It wasn't us. We ain't planning it. We just heard about it. We was spreading the word. You know Garth Stapleton Sr.?
I do not.
You don't know Garth Stapleton Sr.? He's like one of the biggest country
I
western
do
music.
not.
You know Dolly?
Yes, everybody knows Dolly.
Yeah, well, I hear she's going to make a special appearance, but Garth Stapleton Jr. is Garth Stapleton Sr., he's one of her oldest friends. They've been making music together for a long time.
See, I'm the mayor of this fine town, and we got some rules here, and even Dolly has to follow them rules. You see, if we're gonna have some kind of a event here in the town, we gotta have the proper paperwork. If you don't mind, follow me to the city hall over here, and it's like a little shack he points at. Follow me to the city hall over here, and we can take care of all of your paperwork.
Well, again, we ain't the organizers of the thing.
I see. Well, you need to get in contact with whoever's organizing this because it will be shut down. You understand? It has not been approved.
A inflatable tube man right now, but
Mhm.
it wasn't going to be inside the town. It was going to be outside the town.
How far outside this town?
Oh.
We own a lot of land outside this town.
It's like a mile just right outside of the city limits.
So no, it's still in the city limits.
Oh, then it's 2 miles.
Okay. Well, all right then. Everything's fine here. If you folks need, you should head on down to the Grody Goblin. They got plenty of beds there, really good food, really great wine. You should check out that premium wine menu. It's fantastic. But please enjoy our small town. I know it's not Baldur's Gate, but we are proud of our town. And he like pulls out his suspenders and he's like, ow. And he walks off.
So I'm thinking I'm just gonna keep being an inflatable inflating tube man that's again only like 3 feet tall because that's like my max height. But
Adorable.
if
Did we
everybody
get
wants
the-
to just like give me their parchment papers and stuff, I will go around and like be handing out the concert information to random people.
At the end of the day, too, you can stand on the edge of town they need to leave and like wave them this way, you know, like I have a little sign that's like concert this way and get them like usher them out of town.
Well, we know we can get into contact with Dolly. What if we pretend to be our old selves and just tell her we've been having some interference, but it is critical to the mission that she be out here with some music set up at midnight?
Yeah, see, that's a great idea. I am just worried if we do that and then our old selves do hear it on the chatter and then they're like, wait, what the fuck? I didn't say that. And then it just, I don't know.
But whether I do it or somebody else, I still was also wanting to go check out the inn since that's where they were taking the egg.
What if we disguise our voices and pretend to be someone else but speaking like you know, try to tell Dolly, try to get her out here.
All right. They won't do this, but I got a pretty good impression of my old man. I could say I was him. Say, hey, Dolly, I think about doing this charity. I'd love to have you come visit.
It's very important and in your interests.
Fuck. All right. I can do that. I'm going to take the sending stone.
She's still talking when you pull it out. Shit. Yo, I've been trying to talk to you this whole time. Why ain't no one answering me?
Hey, Dolly. It's a Garth.
I expect this from Zarthus, but not from you guys.
Hey, Dolly. Garth. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Why ain't you answering me?
You been calling me? I ain't heard nothing.
Yes.
Oh, you been calling my son? No, baby. Baby, this is...
Listen, I know
senior.
this ain't Garth Senior. Don't be pretending like this is Garth Senior. You're dumb as hell.
Hey, you don't... That's not how you used to talk to me.
Well, you've been ignoring me for an hour.
I'll just click it off. She didn't even let me roll deception on that.
Listen, your characters are just at odds with Dolly.
All I was trying to do was convince her I was my dad to get her to come out here.
You think she don't know your dad?
Ugh. Biblically.
That didn't work, and we kind of maybe just, well, I don't know. Oh, we'll see. We'll see if anything happens because of that. I just imagine, like, back in time, Garth, my other self, is like, when my dad get this number?
Well, let's go explore the town. I do want to go see the inn and see why they were taking the Merkmeyer stone there specifically.
Yeah,
That's a great
good.
idea.
That's
Or
a
they
good
traveled
point.
all the way here to go there for it to hatch.
Yeah, that's a good point. They could have just let it hatch anywhere. Why here?
Exactly. But I am still down on the idea of like, let's try to get everybody coaxed to get out of the town.
Yeah.
We
So
got
do you
time
guys?
though.
So what do you want to do?
Did you already put up posters? BWL.
We're sort of
Well,
maybe
as
talking
a
while we're
inflatable
doing
tube man, I'm just gonna have like posters in my hand that every time I walk by somebody, I'm gonna be handing them one.
I feel like as you're flopping around, if you happen to run into a tree, you leave one.
Right. It just
Oh.
gets like stuck on a wall or stuck or hand it to somebody or
It's backwards.
wherever it goes.
And also, every time there is a tree, Saldana has to go, "Hello, tree." Everybody's like,
I will say though, you're not in the fairy realm anymore. You don't necessarily have to do that
Yep.
anymore.
"Oh,
Hers
no,
was
But
he
you can.
said I have to do it for a month, not while I was in the fairy realm."
yeah,
He
hers
gave me
was
the time.
different.
Yep.
He wanted me to do it for the rest of his life, for the rest of my life. I narrowed it down to a month.
See, the Fae have no concept of time, so it didn't mean anything to them.
Yeah, great, exactly. There you go.
Okay, cool. What y'all want to do? You've left a couple of posters through town for this illegal event.
All the good raves are illegal.
There is a small shop, there is a blacksmith, and there is the inn. Other than that, it's a few houses. There's like a small little plot where they it's on a small little farm plot. Other than that, it's just a typical village.
Listen, I say we check out the inn. I hadn't had anything to eat since that corn dog back in the Fey realm, and I swear I don't think that's pork.
Yeah, sure.
Yep, I agree.
Okay. All right. So you guys head on over to the inn. The name of the inn is the Grody Goblin. Once you go inside, it's just kind of a typical inn. You walk inside, and it just kind of opens into a great room. There's like 4 or 5 tables, maybe about like 10 people in the room. They're all chit-chatting, having a good time, having some food, having some drinks. There is a bar wench behind the bar. Everybody roll perception for me, please.
A perception check.
Yep. Oh, it's happening so fast.
I know those went by. I don't know what I've rolled.
13.
7.
Looks like you got a 7, Garth. Lame.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting
Solely
on.
focused on the booze.
You automatically get your passive perception, though, don't you?
Yes. And I'm waiting on Bathsheba. All right. So Bathsheba and BWL.
And Nikolai then.
Oh, and Nikolai. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, I was leaving it to 13. It's a 15. I see. Bathsheba, Nikolai, and BWL. You guys have a good look around the tavern. Yes, you see just the normal people chit chatting, whatever. But you see 4 separate signs that say, "Check out our premium wines menu." And along the walls, there appear to be these really detailed murals all along the walls. One of the most of the murals shows the Grody Goblin, the building itself. There's multiple instances of it around this mural, and always outside on the huge tree you saw outside next to it, there are bodies hanging from the tree. There are also 3 very large portraits on each So there's one to the left, one right ahead, and one to the right. On the left, it's a young boy, probably about 8 years old, in worker's clothes. And he kind of just looks normal, nothing special about him. It looks like he's sitting there for a portrait. And underneath his skin, you can see those vines growing like you saw in the other animals earlier when they were being attacked and taken over. So these vines are growing up the side of his face, and out of his ear and out of his eye are 2 vines coming out. And that's all you see. The one right in the front is a man probably around my age, probably about 35. And he has the vines taken over this entire side of his face, and they're starting to grow outward out of his head. And he's holding a key. The key appears to be, and make sure I'm saying this right. The key appears to be made of a tap for a keg, a dull knife, and a symbol that looks like a crown. And he's holding this key. And then over on the right, there is the last picture where it's a very old, frail man leaning over. And out of the side of his face is a huge tree. He doesn't even really have this side of his face anymore. It's just grown out, like out of the portrait. You can't even see it anymore. And he's taking the key and trying to put it into a rock next to a lake. Ask about our premium wines.
Just to go back there just a second, the one in the middle
Mhm.
had a Dolnoff, a crown, and a keg tap.
A tap from a keg, yes.
But a Dolnoff was another one.
Yep. The key was made from a tap from a keg, a dull knife, and a symbol that looks like a crown.
Is there like a bartender?
Yep.
Nikolai's gonna go up and he's gonna just kind of like, nod and be like, can I try one of your wines?
Oh, hello, dearie. How are you today? Oh, don't you just look so precious. I could just pinch your little cheeks. I'm sorry, I won't, but I could. And she kind of like leans over and she pulls up a menu. And on the menu is kind of just like your normal stuff. There's just like a stew, some bread, cheap wines, ale, water, things like that.
I am a librarian who likes to, in my spare time, I come out to log local history for the surrounding towns around Baldur's Gate, and I heard y'all have some excellent wines here. Is there anything off menu?
Dearie, we've got a beautiful premium wines menu. And I just shared it with everybody. I don't know exactly how that works. Does it pop up?
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, where did you share it?
It popped above my character's head when
I did not see anything.
It should be over maybe on your handouts then. To the right, to the bottom right.
Yep, it's there.
Those are premium wines. They're very delicious. They're a little on the pricey side, but I promise you won't be disappointed.
Well, you only sell these by the bottle?
Yes, unfortunately, if we were to try to open them, it kind of ruins everything if people only buy one glass at a time,
Yeah, I see. Hey, anybody want to pitch in? Actually, do you, can we put on like a tab?
I apologize. We don't do tabs here. No, sir.
Before we decide, can you tell me anything about the locations and the areas, like the history behind these wines? There looks several, but I'm not familiar with any of them.
Oh, okay. Well, Elven's King Vintage comes from the Fuck, what was the name of that place?
Yeah.
Actually, I actually had all this. Hold on.
The one time we ask you for detail, you don't get it ready.
I know, what a piece of shit.
Ah,
Well, I'm just gonna make it up. It's from a beautiful place called Avondale. The Bacchus's Wine Reserve. It comes local from Baldur's Gate, but it comes from grapes grown in a farm not far from here called the Havishard Farm. The Arcane Vineyard Special. This one's magically infused. It's actually a cheap wine, but they magically infuse it and makes it amazing. I promise. You would be shocked. They take a 15 gold bottle of wine, and they make it worth way more than what you're paying here. It's crazy. It's so good. And then we've got Platonix's Elixir of Ideals, which comes from a land that, honestly, I couldn't even tell you about. It's in some crazy language, do you see? The Fey Queen's Secret, we get that from the Fey realms. It's quite delicious. Socratic's Wisdom Select, also from the same land that Platonix's Elixir of Ideals is from. It's quite delicious. You should give it a try. We've also got Aristoteles' Nectar of Truth, also from the same realm. No, I don't know what it says. And Titan's Heritage and the Celestial Ambrosia, those come exactly where you think they come from. The Titans themselves made that one. And the last one, Celestial Ambrosia, is Dolly's brand herself. Can you believe Dolly?
yeah, we're familiar with Dolly. Hey, if we know her, we get a discount on that.
No, you'd have to take that up with her. You could get one maybe from her.
I mean, if you could talk to
I've
Dolly,
already paid for this. Is the
like
problem.
right now, if I could let you talk to Dolly, you think you could give us a discount on that bottle of wine?
If she gave me money, yes.
All right. So you're not really a fan, is what it sounds like.
Sure.
Whatever you say, man, who's not paying me right now?
Sir or madam, perhaps you could give. Go ahead.
Nick, roll a perception check. Actually, perception or investigation, pick one. I think this applies to both.
I have a +2 to my perception and a +1 to my investigation, so I'm going with perception.
Terrible.
Just a check or a roll?
Yep, just a check. Or just a roll, yeah.
Oh, I did check.
Okay. You notice as you're kind of like looking at this menu, there's writing on the back.
Oh.
Here's what it says on the back.
I'm not seeing.
Did I not share? Oh, sorry, I didn't save. There you go. Now you should see it.
Silly goose.
He's gonna take out his little notebook that he always carries around. He's gonna jot this down. And then he's gonna just kind of he'll kind of pass the menu over to the others to make sure that they can like see what's on the back as well. And he's gonna kind of go up to towards the bartender, and he's like, perhaps while we definitely a beautiful list of wines, and I would definitely like to take a little more time to decide alongside my friends. We don't come out this way often, so it'll probably be a while before we come back, and we want to be careful we get something we really enjoy. In the meantime, can I get a common glass of wine and maybe an appetizer while we look over the menu?
Oh, yes, no problem, dearie. Here, let's get you guys a little bit of stew and bread, and a couple glasses of Chardonnay. How about that?
No problem. And he's gonna go ahead and like put down like a generous amount, like double whatever, like is clearly the amount of like what she's just given them.
Okay,
and
it was going to be 5 gold, so...
Yes, 10 gold is fine.
All right.
And he goes, I just love this area so much. It's really beautiful. And I'm so sorry. I have to ask. These murals over here, I've never seen anything like them. What's the history with them?
Oh, well, the old owner, he was quite a disturbed man. But we kind of like them. There's something a little, what's the word I'm
Spooky.
looking for? Something a little spooky about it. Yeah, spooky.
Yeah.
Spooky. Yeah, there's something a little spooky and scary about them. We love it. We couldn't get rid of it. We couldn't possibly.
Well, do you know anything? I mean, obviously, I understand man was maybe disturbed, but I have a soft spot for ghost stories and local legends. Do you know anything about them? About what with the figure in the middle?
Roll persuasion.
You also have detect thought, that one to detect thoughts that's recharged.
Ooh, yeah.
A persuasion check.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
20. Not a
Ooh,
natural
nice.
20. Dirty 20.
Perhaps you should pay close attention to what the images are showing and the types of things that we may or may not have around here in the inn. And that's all. Would you like anything else?
Now we're good. I'll flag you down if we decide on one of the wines.
Thank you, dear. Thank you, dear. Oh, I could just pinch those cheeks. Look at you.
He gives just a really sweet smile to the lady.
So BWL is going to be gliding around and handing out the invitations to the concert. And I want to just casually kind of overhear what people are talking about at the tables. But my main objective while I'm doing this is to find a little dark corner somewhere out of the way that I can transform again. And then maybe sneak off. If that's possible in this room.
Hold on. I'm about to show you guys the map. Go ahead and flip to tactical view.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Like off the grid.
Yeah, we had to move.
Don't forget to sync us up for the stream
Yep.
mode.
The only thing, have you figured out how to be able to show more, when I want to show a bunch of stuff all at once, not have to click on each thing individually?
Oh, no, I haven't played around with it enough to...
Okay.
I usually go ahead and put them out and then just unhide them. I usually put them out first and then unhide them.
And so, let me throw you guys in here.
Is there a map we're supposed to be looking at?
Tactical mode.
Yeah, so Saldana's so
I'm
small.
gonna drag. I was really large last time, so.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was just zoomed in the wrong spot. Okay.
Oh, man.
You gotta
Another
make
picture
me
is showing up for me for some reason.
Yes.
Except for BWL. Can you all see him?
Yeah, BWL is the only one I see as well.
Yeah.
Really?
Besides the NPCs. The NPCs and BWL.
Yeah, the NPCs I can see.
I see
Oh,
everybody.
I see everybody.
Yeah.
Weird.
Interesting. Just, you see the pictures in their
Yeah.
circles?
All right, so while
Weird.
Nick is talking to the bartender, what are the rest of you guys doing? Bathsheba, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm just observing, honey. I'm just being weird.
Bathsheba-ing.
Exactly.
I'm
I feel like
actually
you're
gonna
over here in this corner,
I'm actually gonna message to the others in the group and just be like, I need y'all to inspect the pictures. I think there's something odd hidden in them. Tell me what you hear. He wants to direct them over towards the pictures on the wall to give him feedback.
Yep, I think that's what Saldana might be doing.
I need all y'all to roll perception again.
She's like, oh, I've had lots of experience with this with Bryce's villain.
Ooh, what terrible
the
rolls.
Questioner.
Yeah, mine was.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. That was just awful rolls.
Not Saldana.
All right. So Bathsheba and Sildana, now that Nicholas has kind of like informed you guys about the pictures and kind of showed you the key thing, you guys notice everyone drinking ale has a grog with a symbol on the front. None of them that you see immediately match what you saw in the picture, but you can look around.
Yeah. Sildana's for sure doing that. Like, just sort of like. Again,
Where are you looking, Sildana?
She loves a puzzle. Just looking at the.
I'm glad you do, because the whole thing's about to be nothing but puzzles. I'm excited about it.
I love puzzles. Amy also loves puzzles. I'm gonna look at the mugs themselves. Maybe just try to like see if they have any sort of like pattern to them specifically. Not necessarily if they match the wall, but if they themselves have any sort of specific pattern.
Mm-hmm. So every single mug has a different pattern on it. So you see one that kind of looks like an M. You see one that looks like an E. You see one that looks like an F. You see one that looks like an S. But you haven't seen one yet that looks like a crown.
Or a C?
Roll investigation. Actually, before you roll investigation, tell me where you're specifically going to look harder. Because right now what I told you was what everybody sitting around the room has.
Let's see. I want to look at the at behind the bar where she keeps the mugs.
Okay. Roll investigation for me.
A B C D. Okay. I'm having a day. 13.
Okay. There are a ton of mugs behind here, but you still don't see one that looks like it. You see, actually, the problem is you see 3 or 4 that look like what you see in the picture.
Do they all look different, or do they all look very similar to each other?
They are all actually different, but they look close enough that you're having a hard time telling.
Different kinds of crowns. Okay. And the other ones have letters.
Mm-hmm.
Could you tell me the letters again?
Not exactly letters. Let me do better here, because I don't want to imply about the letters. This is just kind of what the symbol looks like on the thing. It's not necessarily a letter. I was just giving that as an example of kind of what the shape looks like. You know what I mean? It's not trying to be a letter. Does that make sense?
It's like the Superman symbol. It's not really an S. It just looks like one.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Are there any and whatnot?
Yeah. Right. on the wall, on the mugs on the wall, is there anything else besides the crown that I see?
So on the wall, there's no mugs in any of the pictures on the wall. So all you see with the key is clearly made of a tack-turn keg, a dull knife, and at the end is this crown symbol. And the middle-aged man is holding it, and the older man is putting it into a rock outside.
The key, right?
I'll give you a second to think. Oh, go ahead.
Can I hop outside like, I'm just gonna get a breath of air and see if I can't see anything that maybe looks like what the picture looked like in terms of like where the old man made of like the rocks or whatever. Anything that looks similar to what the mural looks like in the town.
Hold on, I gotta erase this shit. Ooh. There we go.
Crown, a dull knife, and
All right. So, oh shit. Oh my lord. I'm out of control over here, y'all. Okay. So Saldana has walked outside. She's kind of walking around the building. And when she comes out to the side, she sees right here a large rock that looks exactly like the rock in that picture. When she comes up close to it, without even having to do a check, right in the side of it is a keyhole.
excellent. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to okay, I think I might have an idea. I'm gonna maybe go back in and maybe elbow one of the two folks who have message and be like, hey, could you open a channel? Or as subtly as I can. And relay there is a keyhole in the rock outside, like in the picture. I think that the key itself may be in one of those crown mugs on the wall. I don't know which one, however. Could any of you maybe match it? Question mark.
Can you send mental images through message?
No, it's word. It's a one. It's like 1 to 2 sentences, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
How good are you
right
at
now?
Pictionary?
Nikolai does not know what y'all are talking about. Like he's hearing what you're saying, but he's been up front with he's been actually eating food up there with the bartender. So
now what's going on? Dolly, who? Oh, sorry. I do want to point out real quick, in this room, you also see right here is a door. Here is a double door. And over here are 2 doors.
Double door.
Oh, and while he's up there, he also is like he's just laying it on thick for the bartender. He said, "Did you hear that Dolly Parton was giving a concert 2 like miles over from here? I'm such a fan. I'm looking forward to it immensely."
I just love that Dolly. Or no, wait, she was
She was
Dolly. More Australian, wasn't she? Let me try this again. Oh, I just love that Dolly. I can't do it.
We're psychic when you need him.
Yeah.
I always do that. I try to do accents in my games, and like they always just end up being French or Russian. All right, so Donna is coming up to BWL to tell BWL about what she's discovered.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's the message goes to everybody. So yeah, found keyhole in rock outside. Period. Think key is in one of the mugs on the wall. Comma. Can any of you match the crown to the mural? Question mark.
Rock outside with keyhole. Stop.
Yeah, exactly.
Look for crown on stop.
Yeah.
Who has the highest investigation? It's BWL.
18.
Yeah, that's BWL. You should send BWL to go check out those mugs.
It was not me.
Yeah.
So as I'm just like going around the room, can I be like, so I already like kind of said a minute ago, I was walking around handing everybody like the invitations.
You only had 10.
Okay, well, Is there anything that I'd seen?
You
like,
ripped them up. They're like they're little advertisements.
Yeah, like business cards.
Well, yeah. Again, it's kind of clandestine and illegal. We don't want to like be too over the
It's an
top about it.
underground show.
Yeah, right.
But so my
Bruh,
plan
It's
was
just got
I'm gonna
GPS coordinates on
yeah,
go
a
around the
QR
room.
code.
it.
and hand these out, and then I was going to kind of go under the table, like right here, and then transform into a box that just says potatoes, and then try to like come over here.
Potatoes,
Or
correct.
actually, let's try to go like back behind the bar. Like I'm not sure where these goes,
Okay.
but like
So, well, hold on. Before you go in there, this is just a bathroom. You can walk in there. You just didn't see it yet.
okay, well that's fine.
See, these are just bathrooms.
Well, did I see anything at the tables as I was walking around?
Nothing more than what Sildana had seen earlier and told you about. So she had looked at all the mugs that are out. None of them match what's on the wall that she saw, but she did see some underneath the bar that do look like they might match, but she wasn't sure.
Okay, I'm guessing this area is behind the bar.
The bar is over here.
Oh, okay.
This is the bar.
I love the ping noise. Like it's so
Yeah, it's
subtle
cool.
and nice, you know.
But if you're wanting to go into that room, that is the kitchen, and you can go in there too.
Well, let's start off with just being a box of potatoes, and I'm going to pop it out right here
Okay.
and take a look behind the bar.
And she's like, "Oh, when them potatoes get there." See, I've lost that accent.
Yeah,
That
the
accent's
Australian's
gone.
gone.
His
That accent's
accents
just
always
gone.
just change. He can't really stick to one.
I can't do it. And what I'm trying so hard to think of what the Australian accent sounds like. Can't do it right now. It's just gone.
You talk to
Crikey.
Psychic like multiple times a week.
Or.
I really hope he's watching.
I hope so too.
Psychic.
All right. So, roll investigation under there. If you're sitting back there, going to take a look at those mugs. Actually, you know what? You don't have to. You got passive 18. You don't even have to roll. You see actually even better. Look at that. You see the 4 that she was talking about. And you're able to see up here to your right on the wall, you're able to see the actual key. And as you're taking a look here, you're able to pinpoint down to 2 different mugs that might be what you're looking for.
Okay. Can I just send a message to Nikolai then and be like, I think I see what I'm looking for. Can you distract the bartender and I'll try to snag him?
The bartender is a little in on this, and so she's a little in on allowing this. She's part of this, essentially. And she says, "Oh, I'm just going to go over this way, dearie." And she goes over and starts playing the piano. She's playing the piano now.
As soon as like he's gonna message back to be like as soon as she walks off, he goes, "Show me," like he's like point to where, or show me where like the glasses are.
Is Garth coming to sing with her?
Garth's going over. He sees someone going to the piano. Garth's gonna go over and he's gonna get his little modified lute out. Start tuning his guitar, and I'll find the tune with her, and I'll start a jam session.
Well, Nikolai, instead of like trying to tell you where they were since she's left, I was just gonna like try to grow a little vine and like snag them.
I've got mage hands, so I was just
down
gonna.
into my box.
I was literally just gonna lift them and give them to you with mage hands.
Okay, yeah, that'll work.
Yeah. So as soon as you point to the 2, Nikolai's just gonna.
I like to think it's like this awkward middle thing to where like you only reach it like halfway because he's kind of coming up to grab it, and there's like this awkward handoff moment.
We are accidentally holding like hands now. Oh,
It's just a
Sorry.
little too long. Yeah.
Flush.
BWL and Nick, roll perception real quick. Nick, you notice that this person, and all four of these people stop everything they're doing. They quit talking and they're looking at you while you're doing this. And they're kind of giving a smile too while you do.
oh.
Creepy.
Yeah. Nick is actually gonna just like. Is there any like water on the bar or anything like that you could pour into the cup?
Yeah, there's a pitcher of water.
He's gonna
Water.
he's gonna like kind of like he's gonna message BWL really quick and just like say catch the glass when I drop it, and then he's gonna like fumble with the water and accidentally roll it over the side of the like as if he's drunk and accidentally roll it over to the side where BWL is crouched down as a box of potatoes, and then he's gonna just.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say once that he goes oopsie daisy, and then he grabs a new glass.
When it hits the floor, the
idea is that BWL's catching it because I told him catch the glass when I knock it off the counter.
Then give me a dexterity, a straight dex, or give me a sleight of hand.
Me?
BWL.
Oh. Ugh.
He misses. However, not that big of a deal. It's a pretty sturdy tanker. It hits the floor, and when it does, though, the symbol on the front pops out, and it across the floor.
I'm just gonna like lift up my box and like scooch it into myself.
I hate that.
And Nick's gonna act like he didn't even notice, but he is gonna message like the others to be like three people closest to me at the tables. Something's wrong with them while he's pretending to drink at his like water.
Well, as soon as those people saw you pick up the extra piece, they all gave a big smile and a nod, and they kind of just went back to what they were doing.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Chit-chatting and laughing and like, and as soon as you did this too, the woman playing the piano, just her song ends. She's done. She comes back over and she gets behind the bar.
We was mid-song.
Oh, the song's over now, dearie. Not even trying the accent anymore.
Song ain't over for me. He'll finish it out.
Bathsheba, what are you doing during this? You still creeping in the corner?
Yeah, I'm
Or are you gonna arm wrestling somebody?
Oh yeah, I'm creeping in the corner, arm wrestling.
Who you arm wrestling?
Herself.
I'm not sure.
I feel like you're down here arm wrestling Irina. You see who this is, sis? There's Irina. I feel like I recognize you. Give me a strength roll, Kales, or athletics roll.
Ooh.
Oh, damn.
Tear that woman's arm off.
So you and Irina are. She is a good match. You are impressed by her, but you still eventually beat her. You get her down, and once you beat her, you're like, what?
Oh,
you're
crushing the beer can.
I crushed a beer on my head.
Okay, I love that Wolf knew what you were doing. So that's what Bathsheba's doing while you guys are over here solving puzzles.
It's like a wooden. It's like a wooden thing though, and she just still like crushes it.
Oh yeah, it's one of those tankards. It's one of those tankards.
She pulls out those splinters like sticking out of her head. She's just like ready to go.
All right. So you guys have the little crown symbol.
Do I see a dull knoff while I'm back here?
All the knives back here look pretty sharp. Do an investigation roll.
Okay, I do have a passive
Nick
18.
Nick can too. Nick is also here.
Perception,
Investigation.
investigation.
I have a passive 18.
Mm-hmm.
Why'd you roll with disadvantage?
He got a I think it was on accident. He got a 20 though.
Oh, that was on accident.
Well, actually, his first roll would have been the 6, so that's what he
Yeah.
got. But your passive is 18, and Nikolai's passive is 11, so the 12 is what he got. Nikolai, you don't really notice anything, but BWL, you take a look through all of her knives quickly that are back behind the bar, and she's still just kind of standing there, smiling, because she's in on it. By this point, you know she's not going to fight you on anything that you're searching for back here. But none of the knives here are dull. They're all very sharp.
I feel like this inn is like a like an escape room we didn't sign up for, and like they're just like, "You want to play?" And we're like, "No," and they're like, "Okay, here's some clues."
I hate escape rooms.
I love
Oh.
escape rooms.
Really? They're fun.
Hate 'em.
I love escape
Oh,
rooms.
yeah, same.
My experience with escape rooms is either I'm always the one that has to solve everything, or I get overran and we lose.
Oh, it's either I have
You have to go in with a strategy. You have to have a project manager. You have to have somebody doing certain things, and you have to have a leader. So you have to make sure that everybody's doing what they need to be doing. You have to keep it.
Can we just
but
talk
I'm a
for a
huge
second?
bitch when I say stuff like this.
Can we just talk for a second how his two scenarios were? It's either I do everything and we win, or they ignore me and we lose.
Yeah.
Because I'm so great. You know this.
Well, there you go. It's true.
Sounds
This
like
is
we're
like
doing an escape
every
room.
school project where I had to do all the work, and if I refused, we all failed.
Yeah.
Because
Mhm.
they just are like, well, you fell as a group. Fuck y'all.
Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah. I
Mm.
hate that. Fail as a group.
All right.
So-
Let's see.
Is this
Saldana.
up here? Is that
Uh,
another doorway?
Yeah, so this is a door here. I can reveal that room for you if you'd like to go in there.
Well, I just was curious because I'm trying to like figure out where I want to go to look around. So that's like the kitchen you said, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. What about over here?
So this kind of opens up into a hallway.
Okay. Well, for a Dolnoff, which I guess I'm going to look for next myself, I'm going to, as a box of potatoes, just very casually make my way up here to the kitchen.
I still love that you're just being a box of potatoes. That's fantastic. All right. When you go in here to the kitchen, there's one dude in here. He's kind of like, he's making pizzas or I don't know, whatever they make here. Stew, bread, whatever. He's like, you're not supposed to be in here.
Oh, I don't move. I just sit there.
Are you alive? Are you? I swear I saw you just move.
I don't move.
Well, okay then. And he goes back to cooking.
Do I see anything in this room?
Let's see. Your perception's pretty low passive, so roll me perception. Oof.
Oh my
I don't
God.
see anything. I am potatoes.
You are turned in the wrong direction and you're facing the wall.
Potatoes.
You're facing the wall and you're like, man, this room's empty.
Okay, I'm just going to get up and turn 180 degrees.
Oh, it's not as empty anymore.
do
When you kind
another
of turn around, you
perception.
see he's got like general cooking supplies around. There's like a bunch of utensils, knives, and whatnot. There's a bunch of things to work with, pots and pans and whatnot. He's got a fire going. He's got like a pot boiling. You want to check something out?
I don't see. Do I see knofs? Like a whole array of knofs, or like a doll
Yeah. So
knof?
there's just like a little
Particular-
There's like a little thing on the wall holding a bunch of knives and utensils.
Okay, can I look at those better?
Give me actually your investigation. Your passive's 18. So when you take a look at it, you do see a pretty dull knife laying hanging in there.
Okay, cool.
As you get close to where it's at to do the investigation, so like when you came here, he steps out of the way.
Oh, okay.
I don't like
I
this.
feel like they're just everybody's in
either.
on it. So as soon as he like sneezes or like looks away for a second, I'm just gonna like try to grab it.
Okay. You have no issue taking it, so you take the dull knife.
Yeah, something fishy's going on here.
Okay,
I don't trust it.
Still as a box of potatoes, I'm just gonna casually leave when he's not paying attention.
I'm potatoes.
Don't mind me, I'm just potatoes.
All right. Let's see. We haven't talked to Garth in a bit. Garth, what are you doing?
What? One second, I'm gonna message everybody in the party and be like, I think I have the Dolnoff. We have the crown. We're still looking for a keg tap, though.
Who has the
Wait.
crown?
I do.
Oh. Have you tried putting them together?
Well, I assumed we'd need all three pieces, but
Oh.
no, I hadn't.
Okay.
I guess I could.
Wait, what are we doing? Why are you finding a dull knife and a keg tap?
Garth, look at the mural on the wall.
A creepy bastard with the shit growing out his face?
Yeah, that one.
Are y'all speaking by message right now?
Yes.
Okay, Nicola's gonna like message back. Those vines look scary. Are they? Should we be unlocking whatever this motherfucker locked up?
I don't know what's going on. I was just trying to play a little music, but no one really seems to be fucking listening, so I can help you find stuff. It's like a scavenger hunt. I rolled like a 3 on that perception. I have no idea what's going on.
But didn't they tell you about it? I thought they told you about it.
Yeah, I mean,
No one's.
You
They
have
just
to
kind of split up. I've been up here playing music. I got
if you had
no
been
clue.
listening to the messaging, I sort of
I
have
was
been,
singing.
like-
I was trying to tune you all out because I was focusing on my songs. I have no idea what's going on. Okay, we need a keg tap, you said.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
All right, well, let's find a
Where's
keg.
the kegs at?
I'll just kind of come. I guess, start looking around. So I'll come down and go out this front hallway here.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, it kind of looks like a keg right there. I don't know if it is.
That's kind of like a little bench.
Okay.
It's a bench. It's a bench. I say it's a
Nick-
bench. It's a bench.
Nikolai is gonna kind of wave at the bartender, and he's actually gonna follow like over to Garth just to kind of be aside, like with him.
Hey, so and once you get up like closer, and we're not like in the message chain, so wait, what's going on? We trying to find all this stuff to do what?
Creepy painting, pieces that make a key, seem to fit in the keyhole outside. Not sure if it's a good idea to do it, but we already kind of halfway through it, so may as well find pieces.
Why we want to though? I mean, we're just gonna wait here and then jump them and woohoo, world saved. I mean, what if we unlock something worse? I mean, they came to this town for a reason.
Well, these people are very odd. Like when they saw me pick up the glass, they all smiled and nodded in a really creepy way.
Well, here's the thing too, and I know my music ain't for everybody, but normally you get 1 or 2 people actually listening to you, but they seem to be paying no attention. I mean, even when the lady's playing a piano, no one's tapping their foot or nothing. They seem weird.
I still feel like we should have parts of the key just in case, but maybe we don't use it. Maybe we just take it with us when we go.
I mean, yeah, I'm with you. I don't care to help find it. Just I'm a little iffy about sticking it into. It kind of looks around at the murals. Is that a fucking rock?
Yeah.
Key for a rock. All right. Well, yeah. Let's just look around a bit. And then,
I'm gonna message the others like while I'm following Garth out and just be like, if you find the key, don't use it. We think something shady's up with it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Like, even if we don't use it, maybe it's better that we have it and somebody else doesn't.
So where's Garth headed?
I'm following Garth out. I'm just gonna follow trailhead with him.
Head down this hallway and then just kind of up and around, just seeing what we see.
So down this hallway, when you kind of look in each room, it's just a bunch of empty bedrooms right through here. But there is a small hallway right here. You can go down.
I'm gonna cut down through here.
And when you get down here, there are double doors and double doors.
Take a right, you take a left?
Yeah. If I scream, come after me.
All right. Why don't we just make that like the standing rule for everybody?
Oh. I can't. Hang on. I can't click on All right.
Is the double door unlocked?
Yeah, so you're able to go in. It's not a big deal. So you go in here, and it's kind of just like it looks kind of like a private room. There's one dude in here. He's just kind of hanging out, and he's like, "Hey,
you got a keg tap?"
No, the kegs are in the next room over, though.
It's like the employee at the escape room where you're like, I need a clue.
Yeah. All right. Well, enjoy your night.
Nikolai probably would have already walked in.
All right. So when Nikolai walks in here, there's a bunch of kegs along the wall. There's a couple of larger like casks in the middle with like that hold wine and stuff like that. Give me a perception roll. Nothing really stands out to you in here. All of the taps kind of look the same. You might probably have to take a closer look.
Okay.
I'd probably walk in at this point.
Yeah, I would just crouch down and start inspecting this main one in the center, and I would be, I'm looking for a crown symbol. I'm looking for anything like that. Anything related to branches.
Give me investigation.
Ooh.
I'm blind. I've had too much strength.
The one in the middle, it just doesn't really look special to you. It doesn't look like anything that's gonna help you. It doesn't look like what was in the picture.
Does this have one of those little things where you can just like get a straight cup of wine out of it?
Yeah, you can. This is a full keg of wine. You can just get some wine out of it if you like.
Hey, there's a tap. Why don't we just take that one?
I've got a glass in my hand. I'm gonna drain what's in the glass, and then I'm just gonna take a glass of this, and I'm gonna like start drinking that.
Poor Nick has become an alcoholic.
Oh, he was an alcoholic well before this.
Garth will just kind of
Um,
walk up. Hey, you know what goes real good with that?
Hmm?
Just hand over a cigarette. Light me one up too. So we can't.
I pass him the glass to take a sip.
Garth's special item is actually just the cigarette case of unlimited cigarettes. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
it just never runs out.
cigarette case of unlimited cigarettes.
That's a new item in the.
I love
D&D
that.
So we're looking
Hey,
for a special type of tap or something.
well, I was looking for anything with a crown or branches or anything that may look like them creepy paintings out front.
All right, creepy tap. All right, can I take a look around too?
Yeah, which one what do you want to do?
So I see that she's looking at the big keg in the middle, right? Or
Mhm.
Oh.
sorry.
While he's doing this, can I use my wand to detect magic?
Yes, you can.
That's not a bad idea.
When you do, you detect on this keg right here on the front, you detect a enchantment magic.
Ah, fuck, Garth. I think it's that one. It's got an enchantment on it, and I point at it. Maybe we should not touch it without putting a little space between us and it, though.
All right, I ain't gonna touch nothing, but I want to just come over here and take a closer look, see if I see. Do I see the tap we're looking for?
Along the top of the.
I'm sorry, I was just gonna message the other ones and say, we're in the back. Think we may have found our creepy tap. And that's just what I send to the others down the hall.
Garth, when you get up close to this tap, you see along the top there's like this little slit cut into it. You can actually kind of feel the magic coming off of it.
Oh yeah, that's definitely it. I'm gonna take a step back. Yeah, I think you got a good idea. And I'll use Mage Hand to just try to like pull the tap off.
Okay. So you send out your Mage Hand goes over and it grabs it. And when it does though, it pulls the entire keg over because the keg's empty. And the keg kind of just falls on the floor. But the tap is still attached.
That was unfortunate. We don't have any use.
Otherwise, there was no effect.
Right? All right. Hey, what kind of magic did you say was on this thing?
Enchantment.
Enchantment. That ain't the one that blows us up, is it?
Maybe.
Would I know? Like, I don't actually, as a person, know what the variations are. But would Nick know, like, what all the different schools of magic do?
I think Nick would for sure know.
I mean, he is a librarian in specifically a campus for magic.
Yes, I would think so because I feel like if you know detect magic,
you know enough
to understand the difference between the magic. Otherwise, you couldn't do detect magic. You know what I mean?
But it's a wand, so technically Nick isn't.
See that's a good question. I don't know. I'm gonna say you do.
You really study?
Cool. Do I know that's not the one that blows us up?
You know that is the one that could possibly blow you up. It depends upon what kind of enchantment it is.
Garth, it's 50-50.
All right. Hey, you hold on just one second, all right? Hey, hold on. Don't move. All right.
You're gonna go get Bathsheba?
No, I'm gonna come down here and here to this guy. Hey, man, we got a problem in this other room. Can you come help us out? You look like you're strong. I need.
What is it? What do you need?
We're trying to take this tap off this keg and it's just stuck. I tried to pull on it, the damn thing fell over.
He gets a big ass smile on his face. It almost looks like the Grinch. You know how the Grinch smiles and it curls? And he's like, don't worry about that. Just go ahead and get it.
I mean, I tried and it just kind of came right off.
No, I mean, you got to like pull on it, like put your brace against it, but go ahead and rip it off there. You're good.
You know what?
You can do an insight roll on it if you want.
Yeah, sure. Let's see. Yeah, there it is.
Your passive is 11.
19.
Ooh, 19. Nice. He's not lying to you. He's saying, "Oh yeah, just pull it off there. It's not a big deal."
So just so we're clear,
Man, he's excited for you.
you ain't
He's
gonna
got that
come.
big old grin smile.
You ain't gonna come
Sorry.
help us. You ain't
I
gonna
mean,
come.
I guess I could, but like, you don't need it. You don't need me.
Hey man, that's between the two of us. What the fuck's going on here?
I can't tell you that.
Why can't you?
You know this, and if you don't, then why are you here?
I'll be honest with you, man. I'm just a little hungover, and I'm having trouble kind of piecing the last like couple hours back together, and I'm just a little kind of out of it, to be honest. Can you just help like fill in some of the gaps? I kind of got blacked out. You know, you ever get so drunk you just don't remember shit?
No.
Well, when you drink too much, you stop remembering shit.
Well, that sounds bad.
It is, and I'd really appreciate if you could just help me out just a little bit, man. Just
Listen, if you don't know why you're here, then I can't help you.
I mean, I know why I'm here. That ain't the problem. I'm just trying to remember. You know what? Never mind. It'll come to me. You know, when you have these kind of blackouts, it all comes back eventually.
Sure.
Thank you for your time.
Quick question. So my one to detect magic, like when it resets, it like I have to roll a 1d3. So I know I have at least one charge, which I've used, but I need to figure out how to roll to figure out if I get any other charges.
Actually,
I
you
think
have
that's
slept
for a
in when
long
you slept in the
rest.
Fey realm. It would have been another day technically, so you should have rolled the 1d3.
Yeah.
And
well, that's what I'm
then
saying. Like I know I would have at least gotten one because you can't roll
Mhm.
under a 1 on a dice. But whether or not I have 3 full charges will depend on if I roll a 1d3. But I don't see a 1d3 option on this.
you know what
Oh.
I'm going to say? Just go ahead and give yourself 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just thinking, it's a 1d3. That's what it's calling for.
Yeah. It's to see
Interesting.
how many of the 3 charges like recharge at the beginning of the day.
I've only ever
Huh.
seen one of those like once, and they're really, really weird looking.
Is this a normal? Is this a magic item straight out of the book?
I don't know.
Well,
I
that
didn't
was
make it
more.
up.
That was more for Ravnok.
No, I didn't make this one up. This is the one to detect magic.
That's wild. Why would they even do
Yeah.
that? You could always do a d6 and just do 1,
and then
2,
half
2,
it.
3. You know, yeah.
All right.
I'm
What
gonna
you
go back
doing?
in the room with Nikolai.
Mm-hmm.
All right, listen.
Y'all's being afraid of a keg. I'm just pointing this out.
Something's not up. Something's not right here. I asked the man in the next room for help, and it got real weird. He refused to do it, and then, you know, I was just trying to get some information out of him. He got weirder. It's like, if you don't know why you're here, I can't help you. Yeah, I don't know, man. Something's up.
Can I message the others and be like, y'all got any spells to read minds?
Not a bad idea. I will go over and pull this thing off the keg, though, since I'm pretty sure it's not going to hurt me.
All right. When
I'll
you
just
do,
go ahead and relay the message to like the group as, you know, reading minds, yada yada.
when you pull the keg off, or sorry, when you pull the tap off, it just pops right out, and a couple of drops of like purple wine fall off of it. But other than that, nothing else happens.
All right. Well, we got all the pieces, but
Well, we may want to head back with the others and see if we can figure out what the fuck is going on.
yeah, I'm wanting to get out of here. This ain't right.
BWL, Sildana, and Batsiba, what have y'all been doing while they've been back in the back?
Well, I just want to be like, can I do like an insight on the general crowd here? Because everybody's
Yeah.
creepy as fuck.
Yeah. Go ahead. Roll an insight then. Okay.
While they do
that's
that,
a really
in the
good
back-
roll.
sorry, in the back, I'm pulling out a certain item out of Dolly's gold sack. I'm not going to say what it is yet, but I believe it's and I'll tell you. It'd be number 4. I just want that on my person for
Okay.
possible futures. 3 and 4, in fact. 3 and 4
so-
are getting pulled out of that bag.
I feel like the Dolly's purse idea is one of the greatest ideas I've ever had in my entire life. And
It's pretty great.
and I'm just so proud of me.
Rav. I think you did great too.
In fact, listen at you. Good job, Rab. Cracking me up. I love you. All right. So, you guys have all the pieces now. What are you doing?
Are we probably getting back together and now we have to make a decision on whether or not we're actually going to do something about it?
Yeah, we might want to meet in the hallway away from everybody else.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
I was gonna say, let's just go ahead and meet outside by the
Yes!
stone that
Yeah.
had the whole.
Yeah, that's
for
a good
the key.
idea.
Okay. Let's move everybody out there.
It's gonna be great because on the stream it's just gonna be BWL and then a bunch of faceless tokens.
And so with that, you guys have the full key. And we are going to call it a night.
Okay. We're not
Or
using
one more
that key.
second.
Katie!
Oh, I want to.
Katie!
Oh
do
my
it.
god.
See, I don't know. Maybe using the key will teach us something about what this thing is,
What if we're the reason the egg gets discovered in the first place?
or that.
Dum dum dum.
Oh, it's one of those kind of time loops where we were
Yeah.
I don't
always
think
here.
so, no,
I mean, we could just take the key.
I wasn't doing that, but
And the
I
rock
like that speculation.
Oh man. So what,
I'm
wait, what
into
were you
the
saying?
Speculation though.
BWL, take the key and do what?
Oh, I was just saying we could take the key, the rock, and then just go back to the
Well,
carnival.
I
and
think
just
the
be
rock is
Yeah,
a
I think it's like a
I think it's a-
boulder. Like, I think it's big.
Yeah. I think it's going to open up to like a downstairs where there's going to be like a ritual happening, which is what they needed the thing for. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, but I'm wondering what they were doing because the egg was supposed to hatch either way, right? So
But maybe that is why they brought it here. Maybe the people in the tavern know the egg's coming and they think we're leading the ritual.
well, they definitely think we're up to something. I mean, that's
Well,
They're
yeah,
fucking creepy,
they're
man.
super into it.
yeah.
I still say we just burn the whole town down, and then
I like-
nobody can do a ritual here because the whole town's on fire.
Here's
At
what I
least all
think.
the
all
egg
the
from hatching.
innocents.
Here's what I think's really
Not to
happening.
kill anybody, just you know.
Do you
I
think Dolly
think-
would go along with that?
I don't know.
I
Neither
don't
one of
really
my
care.
characters has been really close to Dolly. Apparently, here's what I think Here's what I think legitimately happened. I think, I think Ravnok meant for them to just be like happy, innocent people, really into this, cheering us on, and then we're just seeing a really dark side to it. But I'm suspicious.
I won't answer that.
I'm very suspicious, and I don't trust it.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be
Mm.
suspicious.
We'll have to see how we feel next week. Be like, how's our mood gone this week?
No,
Yeah.
I'm really, really so happy that you guys are like so tore up about this. That's making me so happy. Like that's the whole goal was to get you all tore up about this, and I'm excited that you are.
Yeah, I don't know what to do. Anyway, that was a great one. Thank you. And I will say that the streamer mode worked a lot better this week. It's had the weird thing with the icons, but I didn't notice any like weird lagging or anything, so I think it did pretty good. I am really liking alchemy. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm.
I'm big fan.
It has its ups and downs, but for the most part, positive.
They all
Yeah,
have
I
their
feel
ups
like
and
it
Yeah.
should
downs.
just like still be in beta, but otherwise it's doing really well.
I think it is technically. I mean, it just like
It
got
is.
okay.
yeah,
Well, in
it
that
just
case,
got like fully funded on Kickstarter like last November, so it's
well,
still
it kind
very
of
early.
combines Discord, Row20, and D&D Beyond
Yeah,
all in one thing. So it's
yeah,
pretty good.
yeah. I'm enjoying it. And if you want to see more of it, I am planning on running Dragonbane in it tomorrow night, as
Woo.
long as everyone's made their characters. I have to double check on that.
Yeah, there may be
Uh,
one that hasn't. But we'll see.
there's one. You know who you are.
I wonder who.
It's not Killer.
I felt like it was me,
Oh,
and
she
I'm
was
like, wait, I
first.
don't play that game.
It wasn't. No, it's no one.
Beaky's too famous to not be in there.
Oh yeah,
So
Beaky was in there before it was a thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, on that note, we do play Dragonbane here every other Thursday, so that's not D&D, but it's a really fun system, so that'll be tomorrow night. Then we're off, and I think we should still be good for next Monday, even though it's a holiday. I should probably ask the
Yeah.
players that, though.
Eorzea, woo.
Yes,
Cool.
yes. So we are playing through the Final Fantasy XIV tabletop RPG. It's been fun so far, so check that out next Wednesday if you want.
Monday.
I've
No,
been
sorry,
watching your
Monday.
videos. They're,
God, I
really
think
good.
I'm. Well, thanks.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Thanks. And it uses alchemy too, so you'll notice a trend. I'm moving all my stuff to alchemy. Not everything. Not. I think Google Quest is going to stay on D&D Beyond, but yeah, Rav, thanks for running. This was a really good one.
Thank you.
And yeah, you got anything else you want to say? You want to plug?
Join the Discord. Add
Nope.
our Patreon.
Every once in a while, I get really drunk, and at 2 a.m., I play puzzle games on Twitch. If you want to come watch me,
Oh, there you go.
I'm really bad at them.
You do love your puzzles, don't you?
Yep.
All right. Well, then, yes, as you heard Killer say, if you want to hang out some more, join the Discord. We got a lot of great people in there. And then we do have Patreon you can join for free. I'm going to start. I did this a little bit in the Discord, but I never finished it. I'm going to do D&D Mad Libs for anybody in the Patreon, free subscribers included. Just a little stupid D&D Mad Libs. So if you want to play along, go check out the Patreon. You can join for free. You don't have to pay a dime to get in on that. If you do, cheapest tier's $1 above that. If you wanted to just help support the shows and make sure we can continue to afford to do this stuff. Other than that, though, I appreciate you watching. We don't need anything from you besides that, but we'd like to hang out with you. So join the Discord. Otherwise, have a great night, everybody.
Bye.
See you later.